In 1969, on a cold evening in France, one of the most unbelievable prison escapes in history took place. The man who walked out wasn't a murderer or a gangster. He was a master of deception who fooled the world with a smile. His name was Frank Abagnale. A born genius of deception, Frank William Abagnale Jr. was born in 1948 in New York. Even as a teenager, he showed an extraordinary talent for trickery. At just 15, he started forging checks, creating fake documents so perfect that banks never suspected a thing. Frank was charming, intelligent, and confident, the kind of person everyone trusted instantly. He pretended to be a pilot, a doctor, even a lawyer. Everywhere he went, people believed him completely. The rise of a master con artist. Between 1965 and 1969, Frank forged and cashed over $2.5 million in fake checks, operating across 26 countries before anyone could catch him. FBI agent Carl Hanratty was assigned to track him down, but Frank was always one step ahead. He posed as a Pan Am pilot, flying over 1 million miles for free, walking through airports like a celebrity, wearing confidence like armor. He lived a double life, the perfect illusion of success. Capture and life behind bars. In 1969, Frank was finally caught in France and imprisoned in one of the country's most brutal jails. The conditions were inhumane. Dark, filthy, and unbearable. Food was scarce, the air was heavy, and hope was fading. But Frank never gave up. While most prisoners dreamed of freedom, he started planning it, piece by piece, detail by detail. The Great Escape. When American officials arrived to extradite him, Frank pulled off one of the boldest stunts in history. He pretended to be a U.S. federal agent, claiming that his arrest was a mistake. Using fake FBI credentials and forged documents he had created earlier, he convinced the guards that he was not a prisoner, but an investigator. The officers, believing every word, handed him over to what they thought were higher authorities. But those authorities were actually Frank's own fake team. And just like that, Frank Abagnale walked out of prison, not by breaking the walls, but by breaking their trust. A new life and second chance. Eventually, Frank was caught again. But this time, the FBI made him an offer. Help them catch other fraudsters, and they would reduce his sentence. Frank agreed. He later became one of the world's leading fraud prevention experts, working with the FBI and major banks around the world to stop the very crimes he once committed. His incredible story inspired the hit movie Catch Me If You Can, starring Leonardo DiCaprio as Frank Abagnale. This was the unbelievable true story of Frank Abagnale, the man who outsmarted the world and escaped the impossible. If you love real crime stories, make sure to subscribe to Behind the Crime, and don't forget to like this video for more untold escapes and true criminal histories.